Good. Well, welcome, Julien. I'm really pleased that you were able to join us today. I hope it was an enlightening experience. I missed some of Portia, so I'm going to have to see it online. But I know Portia's preparing quite well, and she is quite a taskmaster.
Indeed.
So I'm, I'm sure she covered all the bases. But I'm really we're particularly glad you came because we want to put together a panel with some of the up and coming entrepreneurs and things that they're doing and stories that really resonate. And your time with BVI Financing and taking the plunge will really helps. How are things going for the winter so far?
Good.
Yeah.
It's been busy. I think
Yeah.
it's certainly comparable to previous years.
Okay.
The folks are coming. They love
Yeah.
the BVI.
Yeah.
This is the first time in my career that I've interacted so closely with visitors to our
Yeah.
island. And the feedback is always so tremendous.
Yeah.
The people who've been coming here for
Forever.
decades, they come
Yeah.
twice a year, they come 3 times a year in some
Yeah.
instances. They come, they have a great time, and they almost immediately book for the next season.
Yeah.
So
you can't have a better situation than that.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
good experience for me. It's certainly an eye opener, and
Yeah.
to see directly how strong the tourism
Yeah.
product is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been
Yeah.
good.
No, that's good. It's the part actually that I if you ask me what part of tourism I miss most is that direct interface with the visitors. Why do they come here and as opposed to going somewhere else? So I was interested to talk to them, and I'm glad certainly that the things are moving along in terms of the winter. How did you deal with the storms that? Not storms so much, the ground seas that we had over the last several.
It
Days.
created some problems.
Yeah.
Certainly, we had to restrict the operation of our boats
Okay,
to
to the
certain
south.
areas to the
Yeah.
south because it was just
Yeah.
a nightmare in the north.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much of an impact,
Mhm.
to be honest. I don't think we lost out on any significant
Okay.
business. People appreciated what was going on.
Yeah,
This is
it's
something
not much
that's
you
out
can
of
do.
our
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah, the surfers certainly took advantage of it.
Absolutely.
I saw from where I live, you could see hundreds of them over in King Garden Bay, and from 6 to 7 at night,
Yeah. And anything we lost on the boat rentals, all the guys who were there on yachts
Yeah.
going to get to the beach rented cars from us. So
Oh,
you can't complain.
Even better. That's what I
Yeah.
said to someone. Actually, one of the guys from the press called me up and said, what do you think of the ground seas and the government's closing all the beaches? I said, yeah, we have to be responsible. We can't, have the beaches open and something happens and you're the same one going to come back and say, why did you act? Why were you acting so irresponsible? I said, but the other thing, look at it another way. All the surfers, they are certainly enjoying it because they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And they apparently were quite aware that it was coming and what have you. Are you looking at probably doing some new things in other spaces like kite surfing and what have you?
Not kite surfing specifically, but we're certainly looking at the whole issue of accessing the BVI is a hot topic, and where there's a challenge, there's an opportunity for others. So we're looking at some opportunities to provide a water taxi type service to help with the challenges there.
Yeah, makes sense. You have the boats already.
Exactly.
It's not a platform that you don't know.
And just from our interactions with our guests and people that we deal with on a regular basis, there seems to be a demand. Certainly, we've gotten into the car rentals, which is new for Island Time.
Yeah.
It has historically been a boat rental
Yeah,
company
so
only.
you're bridging both sides.
And just the audience right there in Naniki where we operate.
Okay. How many cars do you have?
Only 5,
Yeah.
but we start small and we
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah. Makes a lot
The
of
demand
sense.
that we've seen certainly over the past 2 months is showing that there's demand for a larger fleet.
Yeah.
So we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
And just looking at some other opportunities to use
Yeah.
the boats for different things.
Yeah.
The boats are no use to us when they're tied up
When
to
it's
the
tied
dock.
up at the dock, yeah.
So doing charters,
Catching-
partnering with some of the hotels and villas to do some specific things
Yeah.
for their guests. I think there are tremendous opportunities that we're
Yeah,
trying to
I
develop.
think the timing too is good. I think certainly tourism is moving in the right way, and our major market, which is the U.S., the economy is. Trump is inheriting a good economy. Actually, he wouldn't give Barack credit for that, but he is. Hopefully, he doesn't do any crazy things that sends it south. But I think some of the things he would do initially would help, and you couldn't really end up being in a good growth cycle for another 2 or 3 years. And hopefully a little bit beyond that actually. So it's good to see that that's growing, but as you know, it's very competitive, and you gotta keep up. And I particularly want to get that across today in our conversations. You know, somebody's put it really accurately that we have a lot of positive things going for us. We just need to sit up in a chair and do what we have to do.
Absolutely.
And there's no shortage of this country has no shortage of potential.
Yeah. And it's an exciting time to be an entrepreneur, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the developments with the medical tourism, I mean, you don't have to be a doctor to benefit from that.
No, far from it.
You don't have to own a pharmacy to benefit from that.
No.
There are many spin-off opportunities. You know, the whole issue of the airport expansion.
Yeah.
That's down the road, long-term sort of thing. But you know, the more people that come in, the easier it is for them. It's just going to create huge opportunities.
Yeah.
So we just need to position ourselves.
Yeah.
To take advantage of them and start now.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's interesting that we are increasingly seeing how both the financial services sector and the tourism sector increasingly working together. Because imagine the whole arbitration things happen. It's hotel rooms again. You know, hopefully they have a little bit longer. They want to use your facilities, restaurant, car rentals. It's the whole nine yards. So it's a matter of really weaving it together as tightly as we can and taking advantage of it. So a lot of the initiatives I think are finally beginning to take shape, and it's I think the challenge that the government faces at times is to put a narrative together and say, look, I seem to be doing a lot of things. You know, don't listen to some of the naysayers. Look at this, look at that, look at all the things that go in, and some of these things take for, as I like to say, take a little while. So you have to take a long view in them, because the medical tourism thing is a good example. When we started these conversations, it was, you know, we are very interested in this, and can we sit and get the attention of the Premier and Minister Skelton, and I said, I know Ronnie a little bit. I think we can get him to sit down. Yeah. And very quickly he says, we're interested, you know, and had some meetings in Las Vegas with them and all over the place. And so there's been a lot of work behind the scenes. But you know, if at that level you get the interest, and those of us who are down the food chain a little bit further down can then take it and move it along. If you don't get the interest, and there's certainly very strong interest. Yeah. So I think it certainly grow. And it puts us out in front a lot of our immediate competitors. Cayman is doing a lot of stuff in this space. They had this huge 2,000 bed facility they built with an Indian doctor who is really into the cardiovascular things. Okay. So they have that facility, but I think our approach is uniquely good. So good. Yeah. Well, good. I really thank you for coming, and I'm glad you had a good day and certainly participated in the panel, and certainly watch the tape of the interview of the panel actually. Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. It was I think it was a very good conference. A lot of information, important information. Yeah. And as you said, information that needs to get out.
Yeah.
About the things that are happening, the opportunities that are happening. Yeah. So it was a good day.
I think it was, and actually it all came together quite well. So.